Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jersey and we're back with another Palworld build video where we're starting a brand new journey of this bay where it's gonna be our farming base. Everything farming related is gonna go right here. Now don't forget that you can slow down the video on YouTube so you can follow this speed build video. Just go ahead and mute it so you don't hear me when it's going super slow, right? So let's go ahead and follow it. Now, one of my biggest questions always has been that I design for small piles. Why do not design for bigger ones? So you know what? I took it up. I took that as a challenge. I'm gonna take that as a challenge, and we're gonna design this new farming base for big piles. So the people that like to use the bigger piles, they're gonna be able to use them. Now, the main focal point on this bay, the very first thing is going to be the barn. Now, I made a little one back in the day, but this one's gonna be a big one because we need to be able to the big piles to be able to walk in and get to the areas that they need to go to, right? And that sometimes can be a little complicated because it does change the proportions and it will make the buildings really big. It will make them really big, and trust me that I edit a lot of out because sometimes things were not going in. Now, I did have one of my pals, one of the big ones, with me now and then to test the walkways, to test that he can actually turn, to test where if I put a bed there, can he actually go there? And yes, now this barn is also built inside the circle, so that is gonna be another thing that is gonna be important for a lot of you. If you want the barn to feel even deeper or longer or stand out even more, and maybe I will expand it in the future, so outside of the circle I can extend it back and make it feel even bigger. But right now I did make it inside the circle, so it is a whole functional barn area. Now, one of the main things about the barn area is because I want this to have a farm look. So the barn is gonna be the main building, and then we're gonna work do the beds inside, storage areas. We're gonna have a little walkway around it, right? And all of that can be for storage, for the pals to walk in and all of that. We're gonna also incorporate the breeding area and the ranch for now, right? And that's kind of what we want to do when it comes to this base right here that you're seeing. So right now, being very simple, you know, we did kind of like the outline around it. We put in the first round of walls, and then we're gonna put the second round of wall that's gonna be the window as you see over here. Now again, this is gonna come out a little bit bigger. It does gonna take a lot of space, but since this is just gonna be for my farming, I'm okay with that. And I have a couple more ideas. I know the style of the house that we want to do. I know how I want the farming area to look. So it's gonna be a very exciting build series right here. We finished our Japanese for now, you know, and that one came out really great. I'm excited how all the Japanese building came out, how the whole base is functional, but now it's time to move on, and I'm kind of inspired right now to make this a reality. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to sign up, make sure to follow so you don't miss this whole build series that we're gonna do for this new farming base area. But another thing that I really wanted for this farming base area is find a very flat area, no cliffs, no hills. I just wanted everything flat, but I did want to have a little visualization, and I found this location right here, and it's gonna have like couple legs around it. That's kind of where I want to put the house. Now my house doesn't have to be inside the circle, so that is a great thing. So I'm gonna kind of push it in the back, and it's gonna be like, or it's gonna be in the front. It's gonna be really nice. Now, something that I didn't mention in the beginning, and as you continue to see the walls being built and all of that, this is just kind of like a long process, but simple to follow in many ways. I put the pile box kind of right in the front of the barn. Now this time I really was kind of aware of the pile box, because usually I forget about that. I just place it and then I start designing, and I was like, oh my gosh, what to do with this? So this time I really was very careful, and to get the center just right, if you go with the kind of with the size that I did here, especially the 10 wide, what I did is the two platforms that is facing the pile box, right, is half and half. So I use the pile box to kind of like find the middle in between that, so then it feels like it's centered. So that way when you're spawning here, you're spawning in front of the barn, in front of all the piles and all of that. So once we get to the high point area over here of the building, as you can see, we are building all the roof pieces. Again, this is a tall building because we gotta fit all the big piles, and I'm telling you, there were a couple portions that I I deleted. Proportions were not coming right. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane, especially the inside. There's a whole section on the inside when I was trying to figure out a couple things that all that is crap. It's, you guys won't even see it. It was hours of trying to figure out this thing, and but then it was making the big pause kind of glitch and block the way. So I was like, you know what, scrap it. We're just gonna make everything tall, and then we're gonna use one of the little ladders to go up if I ever needed to go on the top side. So yeah, so a lot of the top part, like right here that you're seeing right now being built, this is strictly just for decoration. This is just so we can have the look of the barn. Again, if you are not doing it for big pals, you can do a small one. And I've done a small one in the past. I can build a better small one, or kind of like a medium one in the future if we need to. But always the biggest request is that my designs are always designed for small pals, and because I want to fit as much as I can in a base, right? I mean, that's always something that I like. But in a farming one, I can see big pals working here in a big one, and that's what we're doing. So now we're working on the second part of the barn. Now, if you ever go online, you look at barn pictures, you know, that's where you get your inspiration. There's different type of barn, different type of setting, really big one, small one, extra roof, tier system. There's many ways to build a barn. So if you don't like this style, then you can try to figure out another style that will work for you, for your base, for your aesthetic. Now, when it comes to Palworld, again, I am doing a lot of other builder games out there, and Palworld, you are getting me angry. I'm just gonna voice it out. You're getting me angry. Why are you not giving us half walls? Why are you not giving us more pieces? Why are you not giving us more of everything that we need? Come on, Palworld, come on. We builders out there are waiting, are eager to have more pieces and more stuff to do. But as you can see, we kind of did the roof on the top. We kind of tied it in, put it all together, and now you get in this barn shape. Again, it is big, because it is for the bigger pals. Now on the front, as you can see, these are the two pieces that I kind of had in the middle. I just kind of decided, you know, let's put in some steps in here, so kind of we go in, and the same thing over here. Now we're gonna put some walls to kind of feel like there's a little bit of division. So we're gonna have like these corners, 4 corners in the inside the barn, that it could be for bedding, it could be for sleeping, it could be for storage, it could be for anything that you, specifically you that is watching this, would like it to be. I haven't decided exactly. I think some of the big pals, because my goal is not to use all the humongous ones, right? Because there's a little farming area, so some of the water ones are gonna be a little small ones, because I have this cool idea. Hopefully it's gonna work out. But I'm thinking in the corners, I'm gonna put like 4 of the big pals, and then kind of like in the middle there's gonna be like this little wall right there. We can put like a lot of the food storage and stuff like that. I haven't decided. A lot of those decisions comes a little later on as I keep evolving the base, right? So right now we're just creating the centerpiece. Now over here on the side, we're gonna extend it. We got 2 more openings. One opening is gonna be for the breeding area, and the other opening is gonna be now for the little ranch area, right? Because this is a farm, so they're breeding, we are producing stuff over there. So as you can see over here, I kind of extended the platform. At first I put it in the ground, didn't like it. It just looked a little lower. It just didn't feel like it just flew together. So I decided to extend the flooring. Now, if you don't want this, you can put it right in the dirt. But I prefer kind of like doing this right here. The way that I managed to center it is by using the egg and then center it into the middle piece and then pushing it until I get the blue. Once I got the blue, I snapped it because I really want this, and I'm getting very close to the edge of the circle out there. So yeah, as you can see, you see how it's cutting. So kind of like the back part of the building is a little bit outside of the circle, and the circle is like right there. You see it, just the little line. So we can still use the breeding, and that's the good thing, right? Just make sure that how you placing things, make sure that it works on the circle. Now on the other side, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna expand it right over here, and this is where we're gonna put the little ranch area. Now the little ranch area, since it doesn't have kind of like a door building or like a little roof, I feel kind of bad for the animals that are gonna be out here. So we are gonna design a little roof. I really like the view right here. I like seeing all those pines, the pines. I like the big opening. It just flows really well, right? Like it's such a beautiful view, especially especially for your farm, for your ranch area. You know, we could call this a ranch, we can call this a farm. But look at how beautiful that is. But I kind of do feel bad. And some of the barns do have like an extended section on the side. I was looking at a lot of pictures like, okay, so this barn has like, you can extend like a little roofing system on the side. So that's what we're going to do. Nice and simple, nothing too complicated. This could be tweaked in the future depending how this particular base is going to be evolving as just a farm base right now. But as you can see, at first I started it flat and I was like, you know what? I don't like too much of the flat. I don't know, it just I want that opening to still stay big, right? So I kind of went the roof on this direction opposite to what the barn has, because I saw a couple pictures and I really like that. And then I was able to delete the floor, the roofing, not the floor, the roofing underneath it. So now it gives you this big opening. One of the reasons we did that is because the middle part of the roof is attached to the barn. So when you did that, it kind of, you can delete the other part of the roof. So that's really cool. I was trying to fill this gap. We don't have the right triangle piece. Come on, Palworld, give us those pieces. But if we ever had that, then all that gap. But for now, we're going to keep it there. Now, this is the end result right here. Again, you can decorate it, you can change it, you can use the white walls if you want. You can make this all a white barn if you wanted to. I kind of want to test a couple things of the area. First, I just did a wood because that was what I thought of when I made a barn. But we can definitely make it white if you want to. You can go with that little Japanese theme. You can do metal. You can also do stone. You can mix and match the pieces. But as you can see, I am walking with one of the piles, one of the big ones that I have right here, because I wanted you to see how well he's walking in here. He's going up. You see a little door on top of the roof. I have a little ladder so we can go over there, just in case if I just want to do something personal for myself up there, or decorate or something. But the pile, you see, he's walking, he's running, he can go in and out right here. He can actually go into the corners here. I did a little test and you can see, look at that. He can go in there and that could be his room. It's a big old room for one pile, but he's big, right? That's why we made the big barn. And of course, we got 4 sections. We got that middle one there. Again, all of this also could be, we could put little sections for their hot spring and stuff like that. But I have an idea also for the hot spring area just for the farm. So again, if you follow me for my Japanese base, then you know that I am planning in detail. We're planning in detail, but I hope that you all like and be inspired right over here. I love that over here he actually walks out and goes around the building to catch up to me. I really love that. So now he's gonna go around the building, he's gonna go in front, and there he walks in. I love that. I love when you can actually make a base functional and the piles work beautifully. Now this is one of my favorites right here. I love this tonal effect. I love seeing the pines, I love seeing the sun. Everything is just so beautiful. It's just perfect for what I envision for this farm or ranch to be. And as you can see from on the end, and we can see side to side, and we're getting our first piece that to me this was the most important piece, because this is the center, and from here on this is where I'm gonna decide where the rest of all my ideas that's gonna be for this farm base are gonna work. But yeah, I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you're a person that uses the big piles like this beautiful one right here, look at this, it's just crazy. It is crazy. I never built such big buildings for one particular reason. But I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you inspire. I hope that you follow. I hope that you build it. I hope that this makes you want just to build up just a whole base just for the farming, because I think it's gonna be fun. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the other videos for this base, and I'll see you all on the next one. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.